Good morning and welcome to Circle Time. Sue, come out and say hi. Our friends are here. We hope you had a great weekend. Good morning, good morning. How are you? Good morning, good morning. How are you? I'm fine, I'm fine. Hope you are too. I'm fine, I'm fine. Hope you are too. Well, Sue, today we're going to talk about trees in winter. Have you noticed the trees look a little bit different in the winter time than they do in the other times of the year? Me too. I've been looking outside the window and I'm seeing some trees that don't have leaves and some trees are still green. We'll talk about that in just a minute, but right now we've got to feed Fred. That's our class job, and it looks like Fred is right there in his schoolhouse. Maybe he wants to learn about trees today. Hi, Fred. Hi, Fred the fish. Well, now that we have checked on Fred, let's turn around and do our calendar time. The month is January. Can you say January? January. Very good. All right, let's reach into our can and see how we will count today. It says stretch up like a tree. So we're going to stretch up as we count. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, almost there, 28, 29, 30. That was a lot of counting and stretching. Today is January 30th. Can you say that? January 30th. And if you go up to the top, you can see that the day of the week starts with letter M. Letter M says, So what day is it today? Monday. Today is Monday. Days of the week. 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 There's Sunday and there's Monday. There's Tuesday and there's Wednesday. There's Thursday and there's Friday. And then there's Saturday. Days of the week. 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 Well, it is time to check the weather, so look outside your window and see what the weather is like for you today. Maybe your weather is sunny or rainy or snowy. What's your weather today? Okay, when I do like this with my microphone, shout it out. What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? What's the weather? What's the weather? What's the weather like today? It is, it is, it is out today. It is, it is, it is out today. Well, let's dress Weather Bear. Weather Bear, we're going to put some pants on you, and then we're going to put on a long sleeve shirt, and we'll put on a coat and a hat because it is cold. And do you know what season it is? The season is winter. The season is winter. Look at this tree. That is a tree in winter. There aren't any leaves on the tree. I can just see brown bark. So that is how we're going to decorate our letter T today. Let's ring the bell because it is time for today's letter, and that letter is T. Can you say T? Very good. T. T is for trees in winter. So here's how I decorated my letter T. I just took some brown paper and I crumpled it up, and then I spread it out and glued it onto my letter T. That looks like the bare trees in winter with no green leaves. You could also color it with a brown crayon if you'd rather. This is what letter? Letter T. And now that we can recognize it, let's practice writing it. So to write letter T, you're just going to make a number 1, and then you're going to make a line at the top. 1 with a top. Can you do that? 1 with a top. Let's practice. 1 with a top. 1 with a top. 1 top. 1 top. 1 with the top. Okay, that is the big letter T, and I'd love to check and cheer for you. Do you want to show me your letter T? Let me see. Very nice job. Remember, if you don't have paper, just skywrite 1 with a top. Now let's make the little letter T. Little T looks like this. 1 with a belt. 1 with a belt right in the middle. It also looks like a cross, doesn't it? 1 and then a line across the middle. Okay, let's practice writing little letter T. So make a 1 with a line in the middle. 1 with a belt. 1 with a belt. 1 belt. 1 belt. You make little letter T. 1 belt. 1 belt. Let me see your little T. Very good job. 1 belt. Well, I'm going to give you a sticker for your handwriting time. Nice work. Here it comes. All right, well, let's talk next about the sound that letter T makes. T makes this sound. T, t, t. Can you try? T, t, t. Good job. Letter T makes the sound t, 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 like a ticking clock. So can you do this back and forth? T, 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 like a ticking clock. T, well, now we know what letter T looks like, we know how to write letter T, and we know the sound that letter T makes. What does T say again? T, t, t. Good job. Well, let's talk about trees in winter. Did you know that trees change during the winter? It's true. Trees stop growing in the winter. They're resting. In the late winter, a tree will form buds. The buds are the start of leaves and flowers that will grow in the spring. But during the winter, trees are resting. It's kind of like how you play and have fun all during the day, and then in the nighttime you rest. Well, trees are growing and active all during the year, but in the winter they rest. God designed them that way. So you probably won't see any leaves on the trees in the winter time, but take a look at what trees look like all during the other times of the year. Wow, look how different these trees look. The same trees, but during different times of the year. Here are the trees in winter. There are no leaves on the trees. You can actually see some snow that's resting on the branches. Trees are resting. But in the spring, they begin to grow again. It's almost like they wake up from their rest. Buds begin to grow and flowers on the trees. And then in the summertime, wow, look at all those green leaves just in full force making food for the plants and trees. And in the fall, the trees are getting ready to rest again. Their leaves are changing colors, yellow, orange, and red, and falling off of the trees so that when winter comes, they can rest with no leaves on their trees. Well, we're going to make a winter tree for art today. So let's head over to the art table. So this is our art project for today. Let me show you how to do it. You can go outside and find some twigs and branches. You can bring them back in and glue them onto a piece of paper to make it look like a tree. And then you can take a Q-tip and some white paint or your finger and make snowflakes all around and some snow at the bottom. So there you have it. That's our art project for today. We made a winter tree. Well, I hope you had fun today at circle time. Sue, come out and say bye to our friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. Goodbye, friends. It's time to say goodbye. Give a little wave. Give a little wave. Give a little wave. It's time to say goodbye. Blow a kiss. Blow a kiss. Blow a kiss. It's time to say goodbye. See you tomorrow. Goodbye.